How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and I'm excited to do this video today. What are we talking about? I'm excited to do these videos every single day, and also we're going to be doing the joke of the day. We actually do the joke of the day 5 days out the entire work week, just in case, you know what, you went to work, you don't really have the great days, or you're just dying to get out, and you're like, hey, you know what, I need something to lighten me up. And that's the reason why we do it, all right? So here it comes. My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home. Come on, that was fire. All right. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about Hyliion. I'm excited about this because Hyliion, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was in Hyliion back when it was, again, it went through as a SPAC, right? And the OGs know it was SHLL. And I remember at that point, like, the price got super high and I sold it right at the top. Like, literally sold it at the top because I'm like, you know what? This is too much for this particular stock. There's a lot of hype around it. So I was literally waiting for my opportunity to get into Hyliion because I do love it as far as long-term. As a long-term investment, I think Hyliion is great. So I had the opportunity to add into my retirement account, and I'm actually going to be going through with that in regards to the technical analysis as far as how it did today. But first, let's even talk about what has happened, right? So number one, Hyliion ended up finishing the day. Let's get it up on the screen. Finishing the day at $20.78. Ended up being up over 30%. And you're probably wondering, so why did that happen? I'm going to have another video. You know, I'm going to drop some timestamps down below, and I'm going to break down what the news is all about. But anyways, what it is an innovation in their new batteries that they've released. And the best part about it is it gives them a competitive advantage because it separates them from their competitors. So this is why this is so huge. So I've broken this video down into a technical analysis and also going over the news as well. And if you know already, because I forgot to throw out the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. Now let's get into the clips. Article that was released on Business Wire, pretty much talking about the new technology of the batteries that Hyliion is going to be using. All right. So Hyliion introduces next generation battery module to improve performance and efficiency. New design features advanced cooling technology to enable longer battery life, higher charging rates, and improved safety. Redesigned battery module features industry-leading Toshiba LTO battery cells, all right? So let's go down. Let's go more into the details. Let's see what it's all about. All right. So Hyliion, a leader in the electrified powertrain solutions for Class A commercial vehicles, today announced the introduction of its next generation battery module, which integrates with Toshiba's LTO cells with Hyliion's technology advancements to achieve a longer battery life, higher charging rates, and improved safety. Building on Hyliion's proprietary battery system, the battery module will be incorporated into the next evolution of Hyliion's hybrid system. Whether it's hybrid systems or fully electric powertrain, Hyliion solutions are designed to give customers the greatest flexibility as they transition to electrified transportation. This is said from Thomas Healy, the CEO of Hyliion, great leader. The development of this next generation battery module represents a key milestone in the hybrid commercialization process, further strengthening our overall technology platform as we innovate future solutions. Leveraging previous battery experience and incorporating enhancements for improved battery cooling, the new module delivers multiple benefits tied to performance and allows for more than a 40% improvement in cooling compared to the previous system. The key benefits include, so here's where Hyliion really sets itself apart from the competition. So longer life. Hyliion's improved battery module is capable of up to 5 times as much as a cycle life than a conventional EV battery. Game changer. Higher charging rates. Improved heat dissipation. Sorry about that. Improved heat dissipation. Oh my gosh. Game changer. Game changer. Higher charging rates. Improved heat dissipation allows for higher charge and discharge rates of the battery and longer sustained power output. Speed. The battery can be charged in under 8 minutes, an unprecedented charge time compared to other EV battery solutions. I'm telling you, game changer. Safety. The new module design reduces the operating temperature of the cells, allowing for a safer operating environment. The design has already passed UN 38.3 battery testing procedures and offers improvements to withstand the stresses and rigors incurred on the road. This is so important, especially as we transition into this EV era. We need to make sure that, you know what, there's not much of a radical change in regards to what's actually going on currently with gas-powered vehicles, all right? So this is important. So Hyliion's hybrid system can also be installed on most major Class 8 commercial vehicles to help reduce fuel usage, also decrease greenhouse gas emissions. There are many countries that are really working towards this, especially in North America, right? So it's very important that we reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and this is big considering that Biden wants to go forward with actually more EV related. That's why you see a lot of momentum in regards to the EV sector, clean energy, and so forth. Again, this is huge. Also improve performance, and it also reduces operating costs. Businesses are always trying to find ways to be profitable and cut down on costs. And this battery, you guys have heard me say it is game changing. The hybrid system is already in service across North America, including deployments with industry leading transportation and logistic fleets. The hybrid solution is one of Hyliion's 2 electric powertrain systems for long-haul Class 8 commercial vehicles that also includes the Hypertruck ERX. Hyliion's electrified powertrain solutions utilize proprietary battery and software systems combined with electric motors and power electronics to produce an electrified powertrain platform that can be used to either augment in the case of the hybrid system or fully replace in the case of the Hypertruck ERX traditional diesel or compressed natural gas powertrains and improve their performance. Hyliion solutions are designed to be fuel agnostic, giving customers a greater flexibility to choose vehicles that best fit their overall strategy in their transition to electrified transportation. Like I said, this is really big news, and it's part of the reasons why I'm very bullish on Hyliion and why I believe it's gonna start from now on staying above $18 and the $19 range. This is game changing. If you're not invested in Hyliion already, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. You are missing out big time as far as for long-term gains, all right? This is a great company with solid management and so forth. Analysis looking over Hyliion. Hyliion had a great day in the market, so we're going to be going over that. I'm going to show you what has happened, and I actually had the opportunity to build out a small position. Like, I've been looking at Hyliion for quite a while, but I always wondered, hey, you know, where would be the price where it would settle at? I always wanted to kind of get into it. I got into it previously when it was a SPAC, SHLL, for any of the OGs that might know that. And at that time, I sold it because it ended up getting to like a crazy high, and then it came crashing back down. But one of the things that have been happening, and what happened, I think it was on February the 3rd, there was pretty much a report put out by Goldman Sachs saying that they downgraded Hyliion. They had a price target to $19 and they downgraded it down to $12. So ever since that report ended up coming out, as you can see here, Hyliion just kind of stayed in the 15 to 16 range, right? Part of the reasons why I kind of went further back with the chart. Now let's bring it closer in now, and I'm going to show you guys something. All right, let's take a look at that. So as you can see, Hyliion's been trading flat. Like I said, a lot of consolidation in this area. And then here we are today. When the news came out, it came out around 1 o'clock, right? And it literally showed up on my scanner. And I'm also watching it because, like I said, I wanted to build a position in it. And it was constantly just staying in the $15 range. So when I saw that, you know what, the news came out, because you can't always go by the news. Sometimes the stock may go down because of a certain type of a news. But since this was big news, I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep my eye on this. So while keeping my eye on it, saw the candles forming. I'm like, okay, this is looking good. And then bam, I bought in like around 1650. So yeah, so around here. Reason being is because since there's so much consolidation here at 15, and we have a news catalyst, I was like, you know what? There's a good chance this stock can even go to 20. I was not expecting it to even go to 22. Keep in mind, this is more so a long-term position because I do feel like a company like Hyliion has a lot of potential, especially with the new battery technology, all right? So literally started running up for the entire day. As you can see, it's riding on the high of that moving average line. This is when it looks very bullish. This is when you know a bullish move is going to be happening. I know there was a lot of people who started getting in here. As you can see from the RSI down below, it is overbought. So anytime that RSI is well over 70, it is overbought. It is hot. And I'm like, okay, this is big. So then we started literally riding up. So as you can see from around 130, right, 120, rides all the way up to $22. $22 by 3 o'clock. And the best part about it is the reason why, you know, it is a great time to build a position in this particular area, because today was actually a red day. There were a lot of stocks that were down, right? There was a lot of things coming in the news about COVID and so forth. And you know what? Like, these are the opportunities we really need to seize. So since I had the opportunity to actually see how Hyliion has actually been trading, and I saw how it was affected from the Goldman Sachs report and so forth, I already knew. I'm like, once it breaks out of this range, right? And I saw it go up. We saw those candles forming. You also see a lot more volume here. These are the volume indicators. When people are buying more shares, we're going to have a little bit more volume there. As you can see, 2.37 million on the 5-minute, right? So that literally just started carrying up. And as you can see, when it reached that high of 22.25, where are we on the volume indicator? 4.74 million, right? So there's a lot of excitement here. And like I said, this was on a red day, and that's why we have this big red candle here. These are sell-offs. A lot of people just started selling shares. Hey, the stock went up a lot. And also, many people that may have been holding some shares, and you know what, some bag holders like, hey, I need to let go of some shares, because I know a lot of people who are putting money into Hyliion as well previously when it was higher, right? So it started coming back down, but the best part about it is, look at that, bounces right off the mid moving average line as we have here, green candles going in, and then here we have close, right? So it ended up closing the day, which is it's kind of interesting. It actually ended up closing the day around like $20.93. And as you can see, the gray areas, these are after hours. So it looks like right now we're looking at $20 around 4:40 p.m. and stuff like that. So just in case anyone is curious, okay, so I want to get in, what is a good entry point? So here's the thing. The market, again, it was very, it wasn't the greatest today, right? The indexes were red and so forth. So as far as building out a position, let's go further back. Let's go further back in history, all right? So we can see January the 27th. We have a little bit of consolidation here at around $19.16, right? You see that connection there? And that $19 area. Let's look at the 3-month 1-day chart. Let's take a look at the 3-month. All right. So now look at this. So if we look at the 3-month chart, we have a lot of consolidation here in the 17s, right? We move up. Let's bring it in. As you can see, it was at a high 27. I did not buy in that area. Like I said, I've been waiting patiently. So we move the chart out. Back to the 5-day. Let's do 5-day, 5-minute. So you see, that alone shows us, when we look at the previous history and then we widen out the chart, a support area going forward with the new battery technology that Hyliion actually has, we should be able to stay above or stay within that $19 range. Because a $4 bump with the news catalyst is good. That is really, really good. I just wish I would have bought some options, because I know the options I know a lot of people ended up printing a lot of money on those options. But yeah, so I'm going to assume going forward, the support area is going to be around $19, looking at the past and so forth. Is there a possibility that it could actually end up going up? Like, so going up and let's say between the 20 to 25 or 24 range? Most definitely. Today was a red day. So I'll be very interested to see what happens next week. We know Friday is usually a sell-off day, so that's something we need to take into consideration. But I'm definitely want to see Hyliion hold above $20 going forward, because again, they are really standing out amongst their competitors with their new battery technology that they've been working on and so forth. And also, just to kind of give you guys a heads up, I actually put this one in my retirement account. This one's in my retirement account because I really do believe in Hyliion. They have great management and so forth. All right. Hope you guys found this helpful. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, so there you have it. I'm very excited for Hyliion. I see a lot of long-term growth ahead, and this is just another way to separate them from the competition. I know it was not too long ago that Goldman Sachs literally brought down their price target of $19 to $12, and I saw Hyliion was literally just floating in that 15 to 16 range, and I just knew, like, hey, I had to hear something. They had to drop some sort of PR for me to actually say, you know what, I want to invest back into the company, and this was it. And I must say, it is a great opportunity. And like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice, but in my opinion, in regards in the sector, the space, the niche that Hyliion is in, they're going to be the top dogs. I just want you guys to be aware of that. And if you have any questions, like you know, you could just drop it down in the description as well. Peace!